Hello everyone, welcome to Deliciosa Vida. Today I'm going to be making two green salsas, salsas verdes, using the same ingredients for both, so stay tuned for the full recipe. To make these salsas, we're going to need the tomatillos, onion, cilantro, jalapeno peppers, garlic, water, and salt. I have most of the ingredients in the garden, so come with me to harvest them. We're gonna need about 2 pounds of tomatillos. And I'm gonna cut 6 jalapeños. A couple of onions. And some garlic. Let's start with the first salsa. The first salsa is going to be blended in the blender, and the ingredients are going to be cooked in water. The first thing we need to do is remove the skin or the peel from the tomatillos. Once you finish peeling all the tomatillos, go ahead and wash them along with the jalapeños. Then place them in a pot and cover them with 2 cups of water. Let them boil and cook for 10 to 15 minutes or until the tomatillos are cooked. When the tomatillos and the jalapeños are cooked, remove them and reserve the water. Add to the blender your jalapeños, your tomatillos, a little piece of onion, garlic, cilantro, and salt to taste. Now add a quarter of a cup of the water that we reserved from the tomatillos and blend. If you like your salsa on the thick side, you don't have to add the water, but if you like it more liquidy, go ahead and add the water. Now let's pour the salsa in a nice bowl and it's ready to go. Now let's make the second salsa. This one is going to be salsa del molcajete, and we're going to be using the same exact ingredients but in a different way. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop our cilantro and the onion. And remember that all ingredients and quantities are going to be listed in the description box below for your convenience. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And activate the notification bell for you to get notifications about the new videos. And say hi on Instagram at Deliciosa Vida, where I upload different content. Set the cilantro and the onion aside, and now let's roast the tomatillos and the jalapeños. I'm using a comal to roast my tomatillos and jalapeños, but if you don't have a comal, go ahead and use a grill, or maybe you can use a really hot pan. During the roasting process, make sure you move them around and toss them from one side to the other one so that they get roasted evenly. This is how your tomatillos and jalapeños should look when they're ready. So now we're going to start making our salsa in el molcajete, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mash the garlic with the salt. Now let's add the jalapeños, and we're gonna do the same thing. We can mash the jalapeno very well until everything is completely mashed. And when you do your salsas in el molcajete, make sure you do this order. You have to do the garlic and the salt first, then the peppers, because they're tougher than the tomatillos or tomatoes. So it's better if you do it in this order. time to add the tomatillos, and we're gonna do it in portions. I'm doing 3 or 4 at a time. This salsa is gonna be a chunky salsa. We call it salsa martajada, but if you don't have one of these molcajetes in your house, don't worry, you can still do it with the blender. All you have to do is pulse the blender 3 to 4 times and you will still get this salsa martajada or chunky salsa. Also, you can find one of these molcajetes at any of the Mexican supermarkets, so go ahead and try to see if you can find one. The salsa is ready, so now we're gonna mix in the cilantro and the onion. This fresh and delicious salsa is ready to go. So here you go, 2 Mexican salsas. These salsas verdes are made exactly with the same ingredients, but they do taste different. So now I'm going to taste my salsas with some Mexican tamales. These tamales are from Michoacan and we call them corundas or tamales amarillos. You can use these salsas with a lot of different Mexican dishes or really with any kind of food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress up these tamales with the salsa, and then I'm gonna add Mexican sour cream and some Mexican cheese. I'm using cotija cheese, but you can use queso fresco as well. And here you go. Now let's taste our salsas and see how they taste along with the corunda. Well, definitely these salsas go very well with these corundas, and like I said, you can have them with any other Mexican dish, maybe some chilaquiles or some tacos. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye, but don't forget to leave me a comment and remember to enjoy life because life is a deliciosa vida. Until next time.